People always ask me if I do sew and weaves, and the answer is yes. One of my friends recently just dyed her hair blonde and she's already ready to cover it up. So we're going to give her a protective style today, which is going to be a sew and weave. Let's do it. So I'm just going to start by saying every good sewing starts with the perfect foundation. If the foundation isn't right, it'll ruin the whole hairstyle. So the large braid that you see around the perimeter is just me getting the edges out of the way so that they are able to cover the weft and they won't be exposed when she puts her hair in a ponytail or a bun. So as I braid, I'm taking the remainder of the previous braid and I'm adding it to the next one so that you don't end up with a whole lot of bulky hair in the back. That way you don't have any lumps. Now I'm just grabbing some nylon thread and the C needle. A lot of people like nylon thread a lot better than cotton, and I can see why you probably shouldn't use cotton, but I just feel like I have more control with cotton thread, but I'm just going to use nylon today. I'm just starting by tucking the last braid and sewing it down. Now I'm going to take some Jamaican black castor oil and put it to her roots, because Jamaican black castor oil is just going to make sure that her real hair is nourished, and it's also going to make it grow at rapid speed. Here I'm just adding a wig cap. The wig cap is going to make sure that the braids are secure. They're going to make sure that they don't snag when you're brushing your hair, and they're also going to make it easier for you to scratch your scalp. You know, that kind of stuff will stress you out if your hair is itchy and you can't really get to your scalp. So I like to get the stretchy ones. Some people buy the sturdy ones and just lay it over and sew it down, but I like this. It's beneficial for you, the stylist, and the client. I'm starting by sewing the weft under the first braid. I'm sewing it underneath of the braid so that when she goes to pull it up, the wefts will be undetectable. All I'm doing is just going back and forth like a U. I didn't show you where I parted her hair out at the top, but you're going to see it in a second. But I'm just going to go back and forth in a U until there's no more hair left. Here I'm just showing you how I do not cut the wefts when I get to the end. I just fold them. I fold them as flat as possible, and then I just tack it down with my needle and thread. Try not to do it super tight, because you know the hair is most sensitive around the edges. So if you just do a few semi-tight ones, just not super tight, then they'll be completely in position for the next couple of weeks. So as you can see on this side under the net, you can see the leave out. So she's not getting a part today. She just wants to kind of wear it back naturally. So I didn't leave out as much as I usually would if she was getting a defined part. Now it's time to cut off the excess net. Just be careful, make sure none of their real hair is around. A tip is I like to use just one side of the blade of the shear just to saw it apart instead of closing the shear. That helps you not make any mistakes. Now it's time to take out the braid that you did in the beginning around the perimeter. Remember, it was put away just so it could cover her wefts just in case she wants to pull it up. Using my 1/2 inch iron by EAP, I'm going to now go in and press her edges. The size of the iron helps me get all the way down to the nitty gritty. So I'm going to add some Satin Shield heat protectant just to protect her bundles from the heat, especially since she colored them. So to answer your question, Satin Shield works for extensions too. She wants her hair full of volume today, so I'm going to take my Just Hold Me hairspray and my Long Locks 3-in-1 wine curlers to achieve that look. In the back of the head, I'm going to do the curls a little looser, so as you see, I'm wrapping it around the wand and then I'm just letting it go. But the higher I get up, I'm going to hold the curls in my hand just so they can cool off a little tighter so it can be fuller at the top. And just like with every video, we're going to end with Glass Brilliant Shine to make the hair extra shiny. We can't forget to lay those edges down, so we're going to get laid edge control. As always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching Deeper Than Hair TV. I absolutely love y'all, and I'll see you next time.